Many people may be heading to the pool with the record high heat what we've had lately. Today on GMSA at 9, we are talking water safety with a local doctor who has some tips for parents.
A local nonprofit offering older adults classes on how to use technology is back with in-person courses, coming up what they are learning and the impact the classes are having.
Also, this fun story, we're introducing you to a pair of SeaWorld trainers who share a very special bond. Max Massey is going to share their story in the unique way they care for animals they train.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And good morning to you. It is Thursday, May 19th.
Thanks for joining us today. We'll talk about that record heat in just a moment. But first, we have this video to share with you. This is a vehicle fire that happened earlier this morning, happening at Loop 410 at East Houston. This is northbound. It's not clear if anyone was hurt before it happened at 7:30.
Stephen Cavazos joined us now with a live update. Stephen, what's the latest?
Yeah, you can see that compelling video right there where fire trucks were arriving to the scene to extinguish those flames. This is a view now, 410 at East Houston Street. It does look like that work that they've been putting out there to get that fire under control, they've accomplished that, and traffic now moving through there without any trouble. But we are still seeing somewhat of a slowdown. So we'll work to get you some information on that incident as the morning does go on. But that vehicle fire reported there in the northbound lanes near East Houston Street. That's also where we're seeing just somewhat of a slight slowdown. It's nothing drastic, but we are still watching it closely to make sure that things are green as people get out on the roadways. Quick drive down, though, shows a crash off 410 northbound at South Cross, also reported in that same area, lanes of traffic that is. So drivers, just remember to be careful out there. Thankfully, this crash off I-10 eastbound near Roland Avenue has also cleared. Let's just go ahead and get a look at the area at 9 a.m. No other issues to report just yet, but that vehicle fire was the main problem of the morning. You can see now 410 at East Houston. Things look to be moving just fine. We'll work to bring you those details as the morning does go on. Mark, Stephanie.
Thank you, sir.
Let's look at today's 9 at 9. COVID-19 cases are climbing across the country and here in Bexar County. The 7-day average for newly reported cases on Wednesday was up to 241 compared to 69 cases on April 1st. Home tests are not reflected in Metro Health data, so officials say the actual count could be higher. Hospitalization rates are staying relatively steady, though.
Today, the CDC is expected to authorize Pfizer's booster shots for children 5 to 11 years old. This comes as new child COVID infections are at their highest point since February. Still, less than 30% of children between 5 and 11 have been fully vaccinated and thus are eligible for a booster.
Two bills are headed to the Senate after passing in the House late last night to address the baby formula shortage. One is to help low-income families use their WIC benefits for formula. The second bill would pay for more FDA inspectors at formula plants. Meanwhile, President Biden is invoking the Defense Production Act to help formula makers get ingredients more quickly, and he's sending planes overseas to bring back formula.
The House passed a bill on Wednesday aimed at preventing domestic terrorism and the threat of violent extremism by white supremacists. It comes in the wake of that mass shooting in Buffalo. The bill would set up offices that would track and analyze domestic terrorist activity with the goal of preventing future attacks. But the bill has to go through the Senate first, which is uncertain.
The search for an escaped inmate here in Texas has been narrowed down to 5-mile radius. Authorities believe they could find 46-year-old Gonzalo Lopez soon. They also said no prison clothing has been found, so they believe Lopez could still be in them. There's a $50,000 reward for his arrest.
The CDC is investigating 180 cases of unexplained severe hepatitis in kids in 36 states. That's up from the last update 2 weeks ago when the number was 109 cases in 25 states. It's still a mystery what is causing the hepatitis, but investigators have discovered that more than half the children tested positive for adenovirus, a common virus that normally causes respiratory symptoms and an upset stomach.
After a brutal day on Wall Street, stocks are all but guaranteed to finish down for a 6th straight week. The market's turmoil is being fueled by high inflation and plenty of uncertainty. The Dow went down over 1,100 points, 3.6%, closing at its lowest level since March of last year. The S&P taking a 4% hit, and the Nasdaq closing down 4.7%.
Businesses blaming credit and debit cards for higher prices at some stores. Visa and MasterCard raised their swipe fees last month. Some retailers say the increased fees will force them to raise prices for consumers or stop accepting certain credit cards. Visa and MasterCard claim the fees help pay for rewards programs, banking services, and guarantees payment in cases of customer overdraft or fraud.
Today and tomorrow are your last days to vote early for the Texas primary runoff election. Polls are open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can find a list of polling locations on our website at KSAT.com. Election day is Tuesday, and that's today's 9 at 9. And taking a look outside with live cam, we're at 75 degrees. It's looking nice out there for now, but I know we're expecting more heat, Justin.
Yeah, it looks nice. It does look nice right there. But unfortunately, we're going to see those temperatures really crank up again today. We've set several records here, 5 days in a row. We could make it 6 today. But you know what? That's not the focus of our story. The focus is we've got changes on the way and cooler temperatures, some rain chances. It's looking better and better. At the moment, 75 degrees at the airport, 72 Kerrville, 72 in Rock Springs. We're at 76 at Del Rio. Next several days, we're going 100 today. Yeah, it will be hot, but some rain chances kick in as early as tomorrow evening. We'll see that again on Saturday afternoon too. And it's just beyond this forecast. Sunday, that's when we start to see cooler temperatures and even better rain chances getting into next week. Let's take a look at the forecast highs today. We're going to set some more records across the state, I think. Look at San Angelo. The forecast high is 107 there today. 104 out in Midland, 108 in Abilene. It's going to be a scorcher for the state of Texas. KSAT 12-hour forecast here locally, 88 degrees noontime. We'll be up around 100 here by 5 p.m. Southerly winds 10 to 15. And this evening, not a lot of relief. 91 degrees at 8 p.m., 83 by 9 p.m. We're going to talk potential rainfall, and we're also going to look at the drought monitor, see where we stand, and what rain would do for us. All of that coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you very much, Justin. In your morning headlines, incredible video of a tornado ripping through a school up in Kansas last month, and we're just barely hanging on with this one.
Plus, the Circus could be coming to town next year, but there will be a lot of changes. David Sears is here to explain all of this morning.
And you still have an opportunity to go join the circus if you'd like.
Okay.
We'll have that in just a second. Hey, this is a tornado, an EF3 shot by David Jackson that ripped through Kansas last month, taking part of an elementary school with it. Video from outside and then inside that elementary school just being released. From the outside, it shows the tornado just whipping around debris, including a window that went flying there. It goes right there. See, breaks and all kinds of stuff moving around. The tornado moving around trash cans and tables in what looks like the cafeteria inside. Then in the gym, Jackson was inside the gym with 2 other people, and you can tell the tornado is right outside the door.
I am pacing and walking around in there because you can't sit still. This is going on. You hear the roof being torn off. You hear all this stuff clashing around, and and then it's, when can I go out? So, like I said, I waited about 40 seconds and decided, why not? It felt like a freight train ramming into the top corner of the gym on the other side, and everything moved. It rumbled. It felt like you were in an earthquake. I noticed 8 seconds into it, we all 3 did this.
Yeah, all 3 okay. No injuries. Then when he went outside, finally, he saw that tornado just rumbling away. The school structure sound. The school did lose part of its roof, though. All right, looks like it's starting to get a little unbearable in upper New Jersey. Yep, that's the bear. Way up a utility pole. Just found a seat right there on the wire. This looks like a good spot to view the street. Will Petrie and his mom were driving down the street. Will saw the bear, got the video. His mom didn't believe it at first, and because she had her eyes on the road, she was paying attention to driving, but then she looked up and, oh my.
Oh my gosh, there's a bear. And then my mom was like, no, it is not. And then I was like, look. She freaked out.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Bears seem to like northern New Jersey these days. Sightings are up 82% through April. Bear damage also way up. The bear eventually got down from the pole. Apparently, he was with a friend, though. Will's brother got a shot of this bear not far away, hanging out at the local pond. The greatest show on earth is coming back. It may still be great, but without some of the animals that contributed to its original greatness. The circus will not feature any elephants or tigers. Back in 2017, the Ringling Brother and Barnum and Bailey Circus shut down after 140 years of entertaining crowds across the country. It's making a comeback. It's going to be revamped, though. No live animal acts in this circus, but still some high-flying, death-defying acts. The choreographer used to be with the Cirque du Soleil, so that's going to be interesting. The circus conducting auditions around the world. They're going to start rehearsing next summer, and then they'll take their act on the road for a 50-city tour starting next September of 2023. So
I heard a rumor they were coming back. This just confirms it.
So look forward to that. So it's like Cirque du Soleil on the road.
On the road.
Yes, it is.
With some added fun.
With an old school name.
Yep, there you go.
All right, David, thank you. Right now, 9:08, about 75 degrees.
You're watching GMSA at 9.
Today is Stop the Bleed Day. It's why University Health System is hosting several free Stop the Bleed classes. I'm Sarah Costa. Coming up next on GMSA, we learn some life-saving measures.
9:12, welcome back to GMSA. Trauma-related emergencies can arise at the scene of a vehicle accident or even in your kitchen.
University Health is offering classes to help anyone learn how to save someone in a life-threatening situation, and it's where we find Sarah Costa live right now at TxDOT, where those classes are being held today. Good morning.
Good morning, Mark and Steph. Yeah, today is Stop the Bleed Day. You really never know when you're going to need this life-saving knowledge. And that's why we are here with Tataka. You are the one running these free classes. They are free. Anyone can come out. There's several today. We're at the TxDOT headquarters. Okay, so this is a very hands-on class. So one of the things you learn is how to apply a tourniquet. So take us through that. We're going to teach our viewers a little bit. We're going to give them a little small part of this class.
Okay, yes, great. So what we're going to do today, and if you come out today to the class, we're going to teach you how to use a tourniquet. So just say if you have an injury here, we're going to go 2 to 3 inches above the wound. And we're going to make this tourniquet as tight as possible. And then we have a rod here, and we're going to turn this rod. And we're going to tighten it until the bleeding stops. Then we're going to wrap it up. And then put the time here. So whenever the person gets to the hospital, the doctors know how long that tourniquet has been in place.
So relatively easy. Anyone can learn this. And part of the class is you get a free tourniquet.
Yes. Today we are giving free tourniquets along with wound care supplies and gloves. And so everything that you need to have your own bleeding control kit.
Okay, and here's my favorite part. It's how to pack a wound. I can't look at this because I get queasy, and if our viewers, if you get queasy, it's all fake blood, but it's really important because you have to learn how to stop. This is, for example, like a gunshot wound.
Right, and if you don't have a tourniquet in place, what we're teaching today is that you can use anything that you have available. That's why we wear this shirt, Can Save a Life, because you could use a shirt. Today I'm using gauze, but what we're going to do is do compression and control of this bleeding. So you see someone is bleeding, we're stuffing this gauze in here until we can't put any more. And then once we can't do that, we're just going to apply pressure, and we're going to hold it in place until emergency responders arrive.
Tataka, thank you so much for helping us out. And, you know, these are free classes. They're going on all day at the TxDOT headquarters. There's another class happening at 10 a.m., another one at 1, 3, and 4, correct? And you get that free tourniquet and that free packet supply, and anyone can do this. Even if you are queasy, I'm sure I can be a big girl and actually do this. But again, and you can find all that information right now on our KSAT community section on KSAT.com. Back to you guys.
Never seen that kind of demonstration before, that kind of the packing the wound kind of thing. A very, how would you describe
Visual.
it, Sarah? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Visual.
Good job, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, Justin joins us now, and if you haven't been able to tune in yet today, he has some potentially great news for people who own lawns, farms, and ranches.
I know that we're in desperate need of rain, especially you mentioned the farmers and ranchers. I know they need some rain, and yes, our lawns need it too, and there is rain in the forecast. It's looking better and better. You look at the drought monitor, it shows you how bad we need that rain. It is getting worse. The drought has stepped up this week. 81% of the state in drought. Last week it was 79%. And we'll zoom in a little bit closer. And the main area now of exceptional drought extends from Uvalde, Hondo, just south of San Antonio over to Pleasanton and Karnes City. But even here in San Antonio, we are now underneath an extreme drought. So it is just continues to kind of build on itself, right? We needed a pattern change, and we're starting to see it. It's not going to be today or tomorrow, but as we get closer into the weekend, and certainly by next week, we'll start to see some changes. Let's check in on Medina Lake. It is now 17% full and still falling. It's down 58 feet to the conservation pool, and 3-month change is about 10 feet down. So it is not in great shape. Let's look at rain chances. We start to put them in tomorrow evening. It's still hot tomorrow, but we have the rain chances. We see the rain chances Saturday evening as well. Then on Sunday with a front, we've got isolated showers and storms. And then we bring up those rain chances a little bit Monday and Tuesday. It's possible as we get closer, we bring some of these rain chances up even more, which would be fantastic. Now let's talk about potential rainfall. Don't get too excited yet. This is just preliminary rainfall potential through Tuesday. Could some places see 2 to 3 inches? It's looking that way, but we don't know exactly where those spots will be. So keep that in mind. This is a very generalized idea here, but I'd say 1 to 3 inches through middle part of next week. Certainly possible, and boy, we could use it in the worst way. Let's go outside for you. We've got mostly cloudy skies, 75 degrees right now. Dew point is at 67, and we've got a south-southeasterly breeze at about 13 miles per hour. Those morning clouds are going pretty quick. You can see them there, and they've kind of formed in what we call cloud streets, which is pretty cool. Those will dissipate, and we'll see mostly sunny skies into the afternoon, I think. 72 Bernie Stage, 74 Canyon Lake, 77 New Braunfels, 75 right now in Seguin. And the forecast temperatures today, by noontime, we're close to 90, which is almost exactly what we saw yesterday. And yesterday we topped out at 101. We're thinking 100 today. Not quite a record, by the way. It'll be close. We'll see. We'll see if we get there. It would be 6 days in a row of record high temperatures if we did indeed hit a record today. Here's the big picture. And we've got a little twist in the atmosphere right there. That's a little piece of energy moving into parts of Missouri, but away from Texas. And most of Texas is quiet at this point. But as we look back off to the west, there's our next storm system. This is the first of a couple of disturbances that move in our direction. But this one is forecast to be here tomorrow evening. As it moves through, it may help to break a cap on our atmosphere and give us some isolated showers and storms. Today, we're not looking for much. But as we get into tomorrow, as that energy comes in, that's when we could see some of that isolated activity. And if we can break the cap and get some storms going tomorrow, then we'll have the potential for some severe weather. There is an isolated risk there. Hail, gusty winds being the main threats. And you see the area here highlighted in pink. That's where we could see some of those stronger storms. Again, that's tomorrow evening with that piece of energy coming through. This weekend, if you're planning it out, 98 Saturday, 30% chance of rain. But look at those temperatures on Sunday. 82 cooler behind a front, and we're keeping rain chances in the forecast. And it even gets better into next week. 40% chance of rain, as we showed you Monday and Tuesday, along with temperatures in the mid-80s. That's a lot better. Next week looks unsettled, but I think we'll take it at this point, considering what we've been through so far this May.
I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you, Justin.
You got it.
Right now, 9:19, about 75 degrees.
And when we come back, we are talking water safety with a local doctor who has some tips every parent should know.
9:22, summertime is almost here, and with the hot temperatures, some people may already be hitting the pool.
That's right, and going to the river or the pool is a lot of fun for the whole family. However, it is important to take some safety precautions.
Got to keep that in mind. Joining us this morning live is Dr. Megan O'Brien from Children's Hospital of San Antonio. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're great, thank you.
Good, thanks for joining us. Hey, first of all, what are some things parents should know when it comes to their kids in the water?
The most important thing is drowning is the #1 cause of death in kids less from age 1 to 4. So if your child is not water safe, especially in that age range, it's very important. If they're in the water, you should be in the water with them. They should be within arm's reach of you. The #1 thing you can do to keep your kids safe in the water is obviously get them comfortable in the water and get them lessons so they become water safe. There's a lot of different places in San Antonio you can do it. The San Antonio Parks and Reps that gives out free swim lessons. I don't know if it's free, but it might be subsidized all summer long. I know NEISD and NISD have Swim for America swim lessons all year long as well. Usually we recommend kids start swim lessons around age 3, but even children ages 1 to 3, they have Mommy and Me classes to get them safe and used to the water. The other thing parents need to know is the reason it's so important to have those kids with an arm length and have someone watching them on the water is when kids do drown, they don't make a sound. Like people think that, oh, I'll know that when they're having trouble because there'll be all this splashing. It's not. It is very, very silent. So the most important thing is if they are not water safe, you need to be in the water with them within arm's length. And even once they reach the age of 4 or 5 and you think that they're water safe, you should have a designated water watcher when you're in the pool. Make sure you're not on your phone. Make sure there's someone watching. The other thing we see is when kids have parties, when there's parties, a lot of parents think, oh, we'll put them in their pool floats. The party's over. They know that they're not supposed to be swimming. If you're at a party with a pool, make sure that pool has a fence around it or that there is a safety lock. So once they're done swimming, that the kids can't get back in the pool. And again, it's so important to have a designated water watcher.
Dr. O'Brien, are there different water safety practices or rule for kids in a pool versus maybe a local river?
It's about the same. The big thing to remember is sometimes people get complacent in the river because they're like, oh, we're only going in the shallow areas of the river. But there is a current. And so small children and even older kids can slip. And then once they go onto that water, like I said, it's pretty silent and that current can bring them. So it's even more important probably in a river that you have a designated water watcher and that you're in the water with your children.
And as far as water parks, we know there should be lifeguards, but what about water park safety?
Again, I would say the water parks, there's lifeguards, but usually they're even more crowded. Especially like wave pools, you have to be very careful because kids can get pulled under pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. So again, it's very important to make sure you're watching your child while they're in the water and making sure if they're small that they are within arm's length of you.
How is Children's Hospital here in San Antonio equipped to care for children who might need emergency care?
We have specialists in a wide variety of specialties. If for broken bones, if you're worried your child has had a water injury or any other kind of injuries, we have specific from the ERs through the hospitalists, through our surgical services. We are all specially trained in caring for children. We have three locations around the city for emergency care. We have an emergency room in Stone Oak. We have an emergency room over at Westover Hills. And then we have an emergency room in our main campus downtown, which is where the hospital is located.
All right, Dr. Megan O'Brien from the Children's Hospital San Antonio, thank you for joining us this morning.
Have a safe summer,
Dr.
O'Brien.
Thank you so much. You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. She's so right about that silent thing. I saw a child fall into a pool. It happened like that, and it was absolutely silent. Didn't even hear a splash, but we safely recovered that child.
That's good news in that case.
So 9:26, about 76 degrees. More ahead on GMSA at 9.
Including the unique story of twin brothers who work at SeaWorld as trainers and the special way they care for their animals.
And are you looking live at classes for older adults who are learning how to use technology? It's a program offered by a local nonprofit back in person this year. Coming up, Tiffany Huertas will explain what they are learning and how it has helped people right here in our Alamo City community. Our top local story this morning, a woman is dead after crashing on the access road of I-35 at Benz Engelman.
It happened just after 2 this morning, and police say the woman was driving northbound on the access road when she drove off the road and crashed into a drainage ditch. No other vehicles were involved in that crash, and when first responders got there, she was already dead. Her name has not been released at this time.
Back to that big story nationally, the baby formula shortage. Parents everywhere seemingly out of safe options for baby formula.
And although the government is making efforts to address the issues, the crisis is not easing anytime soon. And that's leading some organizations to pivot their operations to help. As
Ursula Perry reports, one local organization has new ideas on what to do and advice on what not to do if you're on the hunt for formula.
How am I going to feed my baby?
This question slamming call centers at pediatric offices, stores, and nonprofits that cater to children's needs. Any Baby Can is one of them. And now they are no longer specializing in only special needs children, but rather every hungry baby.
Our call log tripled this last month in terms of needs and requests for getting access to formulas.
They've partnered up with a medical goods company with dietitians locating alternative sources for the formulas babies need. Similar formulations to the ones that were recalled and are in short supply due to the Abbott shutdown.
If your provider is saying that's okay, let's provide you some samples, and then you're able to see if that's something that is acceptable through your pediatrician.
For the DIYers out there in this panicky formula market, the medical world has some important advice.
Don't take anything from somebody that you don't know.
And dietitians don't want you to try to make something from scratch from the internet.
There's risk of contamination, so risk of illness in reference to contamination of how that is being mixed, and along with not providing the appropriate nutrients that our infants need.
Almond, coconut, cow, or goat milk all fall in the same category.
They have a higher protein content and mineral content that can really ultimately be harmful to your baby's kidneys, along with really lacking critical nutrients for our infants.
Area hospitals also had the same issues with specialized baby formula shortages, but they pivoted early on and restocked with other sources. It's something that Any Baby Can help you with. All you have to do is contact them either over the phone or at anybabycan.org. Ursula Perry, KSAT 12 News.
Outside with live cam.
Ah, there it is.
Objects may appear larger than they actually are.
Yeah. I've heard that we've given her a name now.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. What's her
Sarah
name?
and Ursula came up with Wanda.
Wanda the Wasp.
The Wasp.
Or Yellow
Yeah.
Jacket or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
She is,
Ooh.
yeah.
She's active today.
Yes,
I'm
she is.
guessing they've made a nest up there, and I'm going to volunteer Mark to go up there.
Everybody's a comedian now. Everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So she'll be making an appearance, it sounds like, pretty regularly.
Yeah, I think she's going to be, making regular appearances on our shows.
All we're missing is Godzilla. She's huge.
All right.
She just flew off the screen.
She's gone. She went to go get some food. She'll be back. Let's take a look at some of the headlines for today. What you need to know. This afternoon, triple-digit heat again. We're growing used to that. But by tomorrow evening, some storms possible, a couple strong ones mixed in there. And then by the weekend, we get a frontal boundary on Sunday and then some chances for rain. So everything's looking better as we get down the line. Pollen count, everything's low again today. Molds, grass, pigweed, they're all there, but nothing really to worry about. If we do get some rain, we'll see what molds do. But so far, they've really been in the low category most of this month. Temperatures, 72 Rock Springs, 75 in Uvalde, 76 Del Rio. A lot of 70s here across Bexar County at this hour, closing in on 80 down there at Stinson. And we know it's going to be a hot day. Here's a look at the hour-by-hour forecast. 92 by 1 p.m., 97 3 p.m., 99 by 4 p.m., and we're topping out near 100 with a good southerly breeze. This evening doesn't provide us much relief if you've got soccer practice or whatever you're doing outside. It's still going to be pretty brutal. But we will start to see those improvements, especially as we get into Sunday. We'll detail those temperature drops and rain chances, all of that coming up here in just a bit, guys.
Thank you, Justin. A quick look at the roads with TransGuide. Looking there at I-37, Pecan Valley, things look good right now. And also at Loop 1604 and FM 78. And a quick, painful look at average gas prices right now. The current average at the pump here in San Antonio is at $4.24. That's up 5 cents from yesterday's average. Now, all of these numbers, according to AAA, the state average is $4.29, and national, it's $4.58.
Well, it's getting too close to $5 a gallon, isn't it?
Very close.
Okay, a local nonprofit offering technology classes to older adults is back in person, already making an impact in our community.
Older Adults Technology Services, or OATS, from AARP helps older adults thrive in the digital world and use technology to improve their health, social engagement, and much more.
Tiffany Huertas joins us live from the Gonzaga Events Center where classes take place. Good morning, Tiffany. How many people have signed up for these programs?
Good morning, Mark and Stephanie. A lot of people signed up for the different courses. This one in specific, they have about 16 participants. These are some of the people that are in this introduction to digital culture, and they are learning everything, how to navigate the internet, how to use it for financial security, employment, and even socialization. We have Pat, the instructor of the program, and we have Dolores, one of the students. Good morning. And check out the sign right behind them. It says, "Congrats, grad," because after they complete the course, they go ahead and graduate. Very exciting. Pat, Pat, good morning. Talk to us about this course. What is it all about?
So this is Introduction to Digital Culture. We're so excited, I have to tell you, that we're excited that we're finally back in person. This is our first class after a 2-year being virtual. So it's a 5-week course, twice a week that they're doing, and we're calling it Introduction to Digital Culture because it goes through civic engagement, it goes through health and wellness, and it goes to social networks, and it goes through safety. Health and wellness includes financial security as well. That includes safety, fraud, a lot of the issues that are happening right now with seniors. So it goes into that. And finally, creative, because one of the things that we worry about is the mental health of our seniors, because being in isolation or being alone, this gives them an opportunity to develop networks, social, family, and find other groups in their vicinity that are also have similar likes. So it gives them that well-rounded, and that's what this course is about. It's kind of well-rounding it out to find out different classes.
How do you think this is going to impact the community?
Well, I think it impacts the community because it gives them the opportunity. Internet is no longer a luxury. Internet becomes essential, especially we noticed with the pandemic how it became a way of getting in contact. Everything you do nowadays has internet with it. You have to have an internet. So it becomes an essential part, like utilities, like water, like everything. So we want to make sure that our seniors are well versed in this, and that's our main goal, is to make sure that they get out there and get those skills. And when we have great partners that are able to let them use their computers here, we provide them a notebook, a workbook that they're used, take notes, then they can go back home and on their own device practice and get more familiar with all of these. So definite impact.
Yes, and Dolores, you had mentioned, how are you going to use this course in real life?
Okay, it's going to help. I'm going to vote today when I leave here. So I learned how to go online and look for my representatives and read up and see about all the laws that's changed and what's good, and made some decisions on who I will be voting for.
And you've also made some friends along the way, right?
Oh, yeah. Friends here in class. We learned how to get on social media and just a lot of different things that, I used the computer but just had no idea that those things were there.
So it's great to be back overall, right? Right. Is there still an opportunity for others to join programs like this?
Absolutely. seniorplanet.org/classes. People are able to go on that website and look and see and join and see other courses that are still going on virtually, but that we will have opportunity to have virtual classes. That's still going on regardless. We've picked up on virtual, and I don't think we're letting that go anytime soon. No. And so, therefore, yes. And then each of the sessions that we talked about today, Tiffany, are able to be delved in more in depth with different courses. Once they go on that website at seniorplanet.org/classes, they're going to be able to see that they can have entire sessions just on the specific topics.
Perfect. Well, I'm so excited to see you both in person, and congratulations. And I'm so looking forward to seeing other seniors and other people in our community join these programs. I mean, we're going to have more details on the noon show, and we're going to hear from others. Back to you guys in the studio.
We look forward to it. Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Tiff. Well, some of our country's bravest heroes taking the trip of a lifetime as we speak.
That's right. Veterans who served in World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War are heading to Washington, D.C. Our own veteran, Jonathan Cotto, was at the San Antonio International Airport for their departure.
Good morning, Mark and Stephanie. This is an event that only Military City USA knows how to pull off right now. 20 veterans are gearing up to board a flight, a trip of a lifetime, to Washington, D.C. 20 veterans along with their special escorts and crew bound for Washington, D.C. 3 World War II veterans, 5 Korean War veterans, and 12 Vietnam veterans. We spoke with some of them who have never visited the East Coast and visited those memorials designated to them. Let's take a listen.
I think it's going to be a hell of a trip, to tell you the truth. I mean, I've never been in that part of the country. All the West, I do, Colorado, Wyoming, camped all over the place. But I never went to the East Coast. And I've always did want to go see those monuments, but.
Now, Mark, Stephanie, it's an absolute honor and privilege to have been here and witnessed this moment here right now. One of the oldest Vietnam veterans here, World War II veterans in presence. It's 97 years old, and the youngest, 72 years old. And behind me, 5 Purple Heart recipients. Reporting from the San Antonio International Airport, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
And we hope they have an amazing trip. Right now, 9:41, 77 degrees.
You're watching GMSA at 9. And when we come back, the special story of two brothers who work at SeaWorld and the unique way they care for their animals.
9:45 earlier this morning on GMSA, we introduce you to the Fenton twins, trainers at SeaWorld San Antonio, and now we have part 2 of their story.
Max Massey takes a closer look at their special bond and why they care so much about the animals they train.
You're not seeing double. These SeaWorld trainers share a special bond.
I'm Jacob, and I'm Weston.
Their journey started at just 7 years old at SeaWorld camp. That's where the Fenton twins fell in love with the animals and the special bond they have with their trainers. As they've grown, they have focused on making a difference, a lasting impact.
It's the ability to participate in research studies that really makes me excited. So, for example, we've conditioned these whales to make vocalizations whenever they hear a sound. And it was through that work that we were able to impact legislation surrounding boat traffic.
Now, 21-year-old Jacob works with the orcas, and Weston works with the beluga whales and the dolphins. After years of working with the animals, their connection is unbreakable.
Martha's this beautiful lady right here, and she's incredibly special to me because she was the first whale when I was 10 years old that I did the Beluga Interaction Program that we offer for our guests, where they're able to come face to face and meet one of these incredible animals. So I did that when I was 10 years old, and now being able to be face to face with her in a whole different way, it's amazing.
They even played their violas for them.
They do hear at a frequency just a little bit higher than what you and I talk at, but with some of our strings, they can be high pitched, so definitely they'll sit there, they'll watch what's happening. It's just a great form of enrichment.
And their message for kids who may want to follow in their footsteps?
Follow your heart and go after your dreams. Nothing is too small. If you work for it, you can do anything.
Next up for them, finishing their college education. They started at UT in Austin, but they didn't want to leave SeaWorld, so they both transferred to UTSA. And later this year, they're both graduating with degrees in business management. Max Massey, KSAT 12 News.
The Fenton twins.
Yeah, congrats to them. That's pretty cool.
And I think it was Martha, the beluga, that was behind him just
chirping away
or making beluga noises in the background.
Yeah, that was really cool to see them play instruments, right in front of them.
And I don't know, I can't tell, do they love their jobs or not?
It
escapes me.
Very much so. And the transfer here in San Antonio to make sure they don't leave.
Absolutely.
Their jobs as well.
Well, I hope you guys have a good summer. Congratulations on your upcoming graduations.
Yes, congrats. Justin,
hello,
coming on in to talk about the heat, the triple-digit heat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's the last 5 days. I mean, well, even beyond that, but the last 5 days in particular have been just absolutely brutal. We've hit 100 degrees here several times. And you're talking about 100-degree weather. Last year, all of last year, we had 3 times that we hit 100 degrees. And that was all in September. So now, as we get into this year, we've had 4 100-degree days already, and those were all in May. We average about 18 per year, if you're curious, so we'll see where we get, but we are definitely ahead of schedule compared to last year with this heat, and May, at the moment, still the hottest May on record. We're hoping that the sort of second half of May is a little different from the first half, and it's looking that way. Time-lapse shows us that we did have the clouds roll in this morning, and now we are looking at partly cloudy skies. The clouds really starting to thin out at this hour. 75 degrees, south-southeasterly winds at about 13 miles per hour. Dew point is at 67. And you can see here on the satellite picture that clouds have broken up here around San Antonio. Still some clouds as you get out towards Gonzales, LaGrange, and still a patch of clouds from Uvalde over to Del Rio, but these will quickly go away, and there will be plenty of sun for everybody as we get into the afternoon. 76 in Boulevardy, 79 in Braunfels, 75 in Seguin, 81 already down there in Pleasanton, and 69, the cool spot right now in Los Maples. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast, noontime, 88 degrees. 3 p.m., 97, 99 at 4 o'clock. We're up around 100 again today. And this evening, still very hot. 91 degrees at 8 o'clock, 83 by 9 p.m. So it takes us some time to cool down. As we look at the big picture, we've got one little swirl in the atmosphere up here around Kansas. That is moving east. That produced some severe weather earlier across parts of Oklahoma. But it's all staying north of Texas for now. That one storm system that we've kind of pointed out here, our water vapor, is finally kind of turning the corner. So now we're starting to see this move east, and it should make its way into Texas tomorrow evening. And as we've said, it's going to take the cap breaking tomorrow for us to get some showers and storms in the forecast. And with that system moving in, I think it's a possibility. Now, this is 7 p.m. today, and it does show one storm out there in Mexico, but probably not holding together as it moves east. Then the clouds build back in tomorrow morning, and then as we get into the afternoon, this does show a scattering of showers and some storms. If we get storms going, there is a risk that there could be some severe weather, and that would be mainly tomorrow evening. And the Storm Prediction Center does have us in an isolated risk for severe weather. It's low end, but it's there. And I think hail and gusty winds are going to be your main threats if we see anything at all. We'll keep you posted there. Here's probably the better news. As we get into the weekend, yeah, it's still hot on Saturday, 97. But frontal boundaries slide south. Should be through by Sunday morning, and it really cools down temperatures. Now, I know that says 77. I don't think it'll be that cool, but we're talking 80s for highs on Sunday. It will be a big difference. And with this front around, we'll also have rain chances, so it's good news on both accounts. 97 degrees tomorrow, 98 Saturday. 30% chance of storms tomorrow evening, 30% chance of storms Saturday evening. Then that front comes through, and I would say we have a chance of rain most of the day on Sunday, but it'll be isolated and cooler. 82, 84 Monday, 40% chance of rain, and we've got a 40% chance on Tuesday. And we showed you the kind of the numbers a little bit earlier. 1 to 3 inches in general possible through this stretch, I'd say through Tuesday. So some much needed rain could be on the way. And we'll keep you posted, especially through that KSAT weather app. We'll be updating the forecast often, guys.
We'll be watching closely.
And make sure your notifications are turned on for our Weather Authority app, that we can get all the alerts, so watches, warnings, everything.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you. 9:52, about 77 degrees.
We'll be right back. Anyone looking for a job in education, the San Antonio Independent School District is hosting a job fair this Saturday. It's happening at Freedom Coliseum in Expo Hall C from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The district is looking for teachers, counselors, speech pathologists, campus librarians, and more. Anyone interested in applying needs to register for this fair. You can go to KSAT.com for that info.
Guess what, Steph?
What's up?
Gone Fishing is back. My summer fishing series returns with a trip to the Texas coast where the fishing is red hot, but the rules have changed for speckled sea trout. What do you hear how many fish were killed in Texas waters in last year's winter storm? It's made things a little trickier for fishing guides. Cast a line with us tomorrow right here on GMSA at 9.
I'm excited that you tied in weather to all that, too.
Yes, sir.
There's a pretty big tie-in, right?
Oh, It's huge. I mean, the fish kill was massive.
Wow.
We'll look forward to it.
This details tomorrow. We caught stuff, I promise.
Yeah.